Hello and welcome to Mr. Patrick's Corner. I hope everyone had a nice Christmas and a Happy New Year. Today we're going to talk about sabot rounds. A sabot is two items. It's the slug, it has a copper jacket to it, and it has a plastic piece. This is 45. It's a 45 caliber. It's going to go into a dragon claw, and the dragon claw is 50 calibers. So to make up this deficit, you have a sabot round. What happens is you put this into the rifle, cock it, close you're closing the breech, cocking the rifle all the way back, and then you're going to fire it. This is a very powerful round. It's 265 grains, and it's going a lot faster because it has the sabot. What happens after it leaves the barrel, the sabot falls away and the bullet or slug keeps on going. And how it keeps on going? Well, this is at 75 yards. And what happened here is because this is a Teflon with a Teflon tip, it hit here, went in, and ricocheted straight in. And this is what happens afterwards. The copper jacket comes off the lead slug and it mushrooms out, giving you a very deadly form of, if this happens in a deer or a boar, wild boar, well, that's a nice big hole. And here's a little 25 caliber. Yes, the little 25 puts up a good dent in it too. That's only 72 foot-pounds of energy. This one's laying out almost 465 foot-pounds of energy. And because of the tip, if I'd taken the tip off, it would have been a hollow point and it would have gone straight through. It cracked the pan, and as you can see, it's aircraft grade aluminum. It's hardened. Plus you have a Teflon coating on the pan. Makes it slippery. And what happens is, as you can see from the back side of the pan, it dimples it out. This is the little 25 caliber pellet, lead, and it dimpled it. This one is from the dragon claw, and it really put a thump to it, and that was lead ball. Lead ball is 141 grains, it's a round ball, and basically when it smacks, it spreads out. And this was my first shot. This was my second shot, this was my first shot, and this was my third shot. And look at the damage this thing did. Now, I live in California, and the nice people in the government of California, Gavin Newsom's government, the Senate and the Assembly, they allow you to hunt with air rifles. And you don't have to use special ammo. You can use plain, simple lead ammunition. Unless you're not, you can't hunt migratory birds. But any bird that's in this state that's like a Eurasian dove, a turkey, Those you can shoot without any problem. Quail, pheasant, because they don't cross state lines. This is a very powerful slug. I'm getting some lubricated Hornby in .385 in 50 caliber. That should really pack a wallop. It's a good, the Dragon Claw is an excellent gun. Plus, you can also hunt with a bolt. A bolt is like a crossbow. That's why they call it a bow. You twist it down into the rifle, and this allows you to fire a bolt over 1,000 feet per second, and it'll go through just about any living creature. It'll go through an archery bag. That's a big bag filled with cloth, and it's 4x4. It'll go through it and go through the outside of it, and then you got to chase it down at usually another 10 feet down the road, and then you'll find your bolt. Both of these items are for big game, but you cannot hunt big game in California. You can't use a suppressor with a Sabot round, because what happens is as soon as it leaves the barrel of the rifle, the Sabot opens up in the suppressor. This throws off your aim. As you can tell by my little dimples, instead of hitting in the center, my Sabot caused me to my round ball to go off at an angle, and it didn't hit the target the way I was planning on. And after I took off the suppressor and I looked down the suppressor barrel, I saw the Sabot round. It had opened up and it was blocking. It was in the baffles of the suppressor, so I had to clean it out. And I figured, well, you can't use Sabot ammunition with a suppressor. And it's a pretty good idea only to use regular slugs, lead slugs, or you can use Lehigh ammo. I haven't used any of theirs, but there's copper. And you can use it with an air rifle. It will not damage the rifling. You just grease them up real good, and they won't damage the rifling. That's what I do with my round ball, and I've showed that in other videos. By greasing the round ball, it goes down the rifling easier, and it preserves the rifling. Well, that's it for ammo. Now we're going to go back to my favorite subject, Nuritas. That's what in South America they call a swamp rat. It is damaging the lake over by Los Banos. It's damaging the wetlands around San Francisco and San Jose, where they use it for cleaning the wastewater. It's the last step. They do the same thing in The Hague. That's the Netherlands. Well, folks, the United States is not the only country in the world that has stupid politicians. Argentina forbade the trapping and raising of Nuritas for fur. So for 3 years, the trappers didn't trap any Nurita, and they let them grow wild. And now there are 2.5 million Nuritas, and they basically have 2.5 litters a year. That means that they have 2 litters, and then they have a 3rd litter in the mama ready to come out. And they've destroyed the wetlands of the Pampas in Argentina. And now they're letting you hunt them. You don't even need a license. You can go down there as a tourist and knock yourselves out. Kill as many Nuritas as you can. And they're very good eating. In Louisiana, Now, we always laugh at Louisiana being, the people down there are dumb. Well, they're smarter than we are because they allow the hunting of Narita. They give you $6, $6 for the tail to show that you killed a Narita. You can sell the meat to the restaurants, make some more money. And then you can sell the skin, the fur, and turn that into another cash crop. There was a gentleman down in Louisiana last year, made $175,000. He only has an 8th grade education, but he knows how to shoot, and he knows how to skin, and he knows how to get the meat, and he sells it to the local Louisiana restaurants because it tastes kind of like a cross between pheasant and rabbit. It is very sweet meat. So they make a lot of it. And that guy is making tons of money because he's controlling the population of Narita. They're also, believe it or not, planting cypress trees all over the place so that the land stays together. And they put plastic around the cypress when they plant it so the Naritas don't eat it. Now, you ought to say that that's pretty smart because they are a smart people down there. They know how to live in a swamp. Now, I always find that these people in California, they don't have the brains to pour water out of a boot. Okay, that's my talk for Narita, and that's my talk for hunting Narita and for ammo. So please have a nice day, subscribe, and like my programming. I'd like to get another 300 or 400 subscribers. So if you like my videos, please subscribe and like. Have a nice day, and I hope you had a very pleasant holiday. Bye-bye.